If you choose to live casually, you will become a casualty. Welcome back, guys, to Motivations and Memoirs. I am Iberica. Thank you so much for tuning in. I pray for you this week that you will experience new dimensions of growth in your lives. My thought this week is causality equals casuality. Now, casuality, according to the dictionary, is the relationship between a cause and an effect. So it has been proven that smoking causes several effects, including cancer. Our world today is in a mess as a result of sin. Man's disobedience and unwillingness to walk according to the instructions of God has caused separation. And if we do not turn, will cause complete and total separation from Almighty God. Now, I am recovering from the flu, and it has been the worst experience that I've had when it come on to a flu. I felt pains. I felt as if my body did not belong to me. I had no appetite. I felt as if somebody was grinding up my bones. Somebody was drilling into my bones. I felt as if one of my leg belonged to somebody else, and they came back for it, and the person decided to say, I'm my leg, and I'm saying, no, it is mine, and they're dragging it off of me. It was horrible. Now, in my hand, look, you see this little pouch? It has in it all sorts of little things that I walk around with. So if I feel my stomach, I take a little thumb. I have multivitamin, iron, this, that, all sorts of things that I pack in there and I keep in my handbag. No, I have been walking around. I've been working long hours, doing different things, and walking around with this in my bag and not making use of the contents, my supplements. And so I was really, really tired. And then my body reacted by what? Immune system compromised. The wicked flu came and took control of me. Many of us have chosen to take a casual approach to our lives. We sit back and we allow every and anything to encroach upon us. We allow anything to dictate how we will turn out, to dictate how our children will end up. We sit back sometimes and we allow circumstances to dictate how our marriages will turn out. We sit down and we casually watch and sometimes make no effort to change things. Now, the Bible tells us in the book of 1 Samuel 17 about a story. A man called Goliath, he was a giant, and he was from the army of the Philistines, and he was a threat to the army of Israel. And while he threatened, the army of Israel cowered in fear. They began to act casual. To them, it was the norm. No, we can't manage him, so make we just sit down, and allow anything to happen because we can't defeat him. So they were somewhat unconcerned about what was happening. But a little shepherd boy called David came on the scene, and he amplified what it means to defy casuality and causality. David began to question him, what we need to do, and he heard. Now, you need to understand that when you choose to change your situations, be it known that some Eliabs will be bothered, they were okay now to casually sit down and allow things to remain, but you decide, say, I'm going to change it. In verse 17 of the chapter of Samuel, Eliab heard and he got so mad. This was David's big brother, He man get angry and say, you're a troublemaker, you come here to come make trouble. Who you two can see, tell you think say you can destroy this giant, we big man. Remember when Samuel was choosing the king for Israel, Eliab came out and Samuel said, yeah man, him, because him big and strong. God said no, because him heart did wicked too. That's the next message. But anyway, him say, you're just like a shepherd boy, or you come here about. But I love how David answered him in verse 29. David said, let me ask you something. Is there not a cause? David was simply saying, listen to me, I refuse to become a casualty, because casualty only creates effect. For too long, we have sat down and allowed the giants of poverty and fear to back us into a corner. It's time to speak to your Eliabs. It's time to say, I will not be a casualty. I will not be a victim of circumstances. My children will never be a product of this society or a product of their environs. I will not be a casual Christian. No, I'm done with that. Because Satan will never have me as his next casualty. Many of you know my story. Dropped out of high school twice because of poverty. Went to university, dropped out again, but here I am today. I am a victor. My testimony them enough and long. Guys, in every area of your life, if you choose to live casually, casually in your marriage, casually in your professional life, casually in your Christian life, casually at the workplace, you will only become a casualty. What good? Get up. Defy the odds of the giants and the Eliabs. And they tell yourself, I will not be a casualty, but I will change every cause and every effect over my life and that of my family. Well, good. See you next week. Blessings.